Hello everyone, Simo here with the next instalment of the construction of the mighty Convair B-36 from Fiddlers Green. In this video I concentrate on the wings. Now you may remember in my previous video that the original instructions say you should glue the wings to the fuselage. Well, I'm afraid that's not feasible for me. The finished aircraft has a wingspan of 40 inches, or over a metre, and I simply don't have the space to display such a monster. So I'm going to make it difficult for myself and build an internal structure for the wings to allow me to remove them. Should be fun. So let's get on with it. So the first thing to do is to emboss the panel lines. I used two implements here. They're actually cake decorating tools. The thicker one I can use for the panel lines relating to the movable surfaces, ailerons, elevators, rudders, etc. And I have a smaller tool that I can use for the lighter panel lines. There's lots of rivet detail on this aeroplane, so what I'm using here is was actually a dressmaking tool used to mark cloth, but it does make nice lines of embossed rivets. Now there are 6 sheets of wings parts, so it's going to take me some time. I'll see you on the other side.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So finally, the 6 sheets of wing parts with nicely embossed panel lines and rivet lines. So the next thing to do is to cut them out. Each wing consists of 4 parts. There's the upper and lower inner wing and an upper and lower wing tip. So first thing to do is to glue the inner wing parts together at the leading edge. I try and be as accurate as I can at this stage, putting these two parts together, because it'll pay dividends in the end to keep the wing as straight as possible. Once this is done, it's onto the same thing with the wingtip. The inner wing and the wingtip are then glued together. It's vitally important at this point to make sure that the leading edge of both pieces is absolutely straight. So that's why I'm using a straight edge steel rule. And then the whole piece is put under the glass to keep it flat while it's drying. So my idea for the internal construction of the wing comprises of wing ribs and spars, also incorporating a box so that the wing root can slide into it. The spars and ribs are made out of 5mm foam board, but thick cardboard would have done just as well. For those of you who have made flying models in the past, this type of interlocking construction will be quite familiar. I glued the leading edge spar down first, waited for that to dry, and then glued down the trailing edge spar. So it's dry, and it's now time to make a box construction for the wing root. There was a lot of messing about here trying to make things fit, and in the end I modified the wing root to make it easy for myself. The bottom of the wing box consists of two parts. There's a very thick 2mm thick cardboard base, and on top of that I'm going to put 5mm foam card. And the reason for such a thickness is that the undercarriage leg has to penetrate the bottom of the wing, and I don't want it to go so far as to foul the wing root. So I've marked the hole where the undercarriage leg goes through, and now I'm just using a punch to punch through the bottom layer of card, and that is the exact size of the hole needed for the leg. The large tab there will eventually be coated in superglue to make it hard. The tab mates with a slot in the fuselage to hold the wing tight. I have a little potted history of this fascinating aircraft running down in the corner there. The box wouldn't be complete without a top, of course, and I'm just making one there out of thin cardboard. Okay, I can't put it off any longer. It's time to glue down the upper surface. After it had all dried, I checked, and well, what a surprise, the wingtip was slightly twisted, warped. The only way I could get rid of that warp was to slice open the trailing edge on the wingtip to release the tension in that area, and then re-glue it and hold it down while it's set. Some tissue stuffed in and a little glue, and that's the wingtip done. The wing root rib goes in last, but I don't need all of it. I just need the nose and the tail. Sorry, I'm a little off camera here, but those two small pieces are just to make sure the leading edge and the trailing edge keep their shape. So that's one wing done. I just have to make another one. Et voila! So here we are, the exciting part, connecting the wings. You can clearly see the box the wing root mates with. Oh, I confused myself there by turning the aircraft upside down. So there we go, and the tab goes in and locks it together. The wings line up nicely, they are straight and level with the tailplane. Fantastic. Thanks for getting to the end with me. The next video will deal with the engines, the undercarriage and some small details to finish the model. And with that, I will see you soon. Bye bye.